Hey, Bellogan here. Today we're going to do a playthrough of Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. We're going to do a sandbox mode game playing Sturgia per request of one of my fellow players, Titan Conquest. So we come here with Sturgia, generally considered one of the weaker factions in the game just because of balance. Their bonus to your hero, 20% less speed penalty from snow is... nah. That's alright. Alright, so here's my dude. We're gonna give him a higher voice pitch, pick something random. I like playing shorter heroes. I don't know why, it makes it easier to swing up and hit him in the head. Play the build a little bit, and then we'll just come do some randomization here until we see something that looks reasonable. I'm gonna manually tweak some eyebrows here. And let's go all asymmetry to that side. Eye color, good enough. Good enough. Mouth, you know, I'm really not too picky about what my guy's gonna look like here. He's gonna be wearing a helmet most of the time anyway, right? Alright, good enough. Hair. Lots of hair choices. Here we go with bowl cut. Why not? Darker color. There we go. All right, now we're picked. We come and we pick different traits for our background. They're going to find what our character has as starting. And my intent is to go ahead and just use the systems that make the game kind of easy. There's a couple things that are really easy to train. Smithing is one of them, and using smithing, it makes it to where financially you're kind of set for the game pretty early on. There's a little bit of luck to getting the right parts unlocked. Sometimes you can't always do it in your first city. Sometimes you travel around a bit. We'll see how it goes. I personally really like athletics. It makes combat so much easier when you're not only for tournaments, but also just combat in general, in just about every scenario. So we're going to come pick things that give us endurance and athletics where we can. So we'll go with free farmers. This I'm always torn on. I really like attention to detail. It also gives us some control though, which I don't care for. Social's kind of nice. I like charm. That's another one that's easy to train. Skill with horses. I don't care. I'm not going to be riding a horse. I'm not going to use medicine, but it does give that point to endurance. And this is where I'm like, do I want the endurance point? We'll stick with this and we'll get the point in control. We'll probably do bows. So, not too bad there. Alright, if I wanted to make the start easier, I could pick worked in the village smithy. That gives me a point to vigor, gives me two-handed, which I'll probably do, and it gives me some early smithing, which is nice, so we'll stick with that. Let's see, I think I'm going to just train with the hearth guard, again, just to get that point in endurance. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's go with this one where we treat people well, or famous escapade. Let's do famous escapade. That bumps up our endurance even more. Gives us some roguery, which the way I play most of this only ever gets used when you're trading in slaves, but all right. And we'll start at 20 years old, because why not? Go with the name Pavel. Next, we're going to put everything on the hardest just because that's the way I think the game should be played. Alright, kickoff. I'm not using any mods except one cosmetic mod for banners. I made this on the custom banner editor website. Can't remember the name off the top of my head, but here we are. Frosty with the snowman as our emblem. It'll show up nice on our shields. Since we're Sturgia in the snow, why not? And we're starting off in Varcheg. Alright, gained a level. So we've got one more focus point. We're going to go ahead and put that in smithing. Athletics, I like to take everything that helps you move faster. Alright, let's see who they got in the tavern. So usually the first hero here, and they're going to disappear after the first day, but usually they've got more than just like one or two skills. It would have been nice if they had scouting or something like that, but we'll probably still pick up Rehan the Lapidus when we're ready. But let's come to trading first, and let's hope they've got some wood. We're going to be starting off in our smithing experience here. The quest to break the game financially, and I need 4 blacksmith hammers to make my first sword. It's going to cost me 663 gold. That's perfectly fine. Come into my smithy here. 3, 4, 5. I think that'll do it. Let's melt down these hammers. Forge. All right. So the deal with this is you want to make whatever gives you the most damage, because the amount of damage that the weapon does 2 things. It impacts how much experience you get for crafting the weapon and how much it's going to sell for. So starting off, we don't have a whole lot of options. Kind of 2-hand swords are the way. Depending on what parts unlock, sometimes you can get a jackpot item in 2-handed swords. Sometimes you will get it in 2-handed axes, 2-handed pole arms. And then if you're really lucky, you'll get it in javelins. At some point, you'll get them anyway. But then javelins kind of end up being the currency of the game later on. They're cheap to make, and they sell for tons of money. So you rip everyone off with pointy sticks, and they all love you for it. Let's go and make the sword. I just make all my components as big as possible. And we'll get some stuff unlocked. Ash handle, different guard, one-handed grip, spath blade, long warsword blade, white Chalice Pommel, thick blunt saber. So there's going to be a bunch of these that unlock. And we'll come check those out in a minute. But what we want to do first is trade back my 2-handed sword. And let's go ahead and pick up some more blacksmith hammers. All right, done. Now the question is, how much are you going to cost to hire? 592. Got it. All right, excellent. So usually is able to afford that. Now I'm pretty much out of stamina here, but Rahan does still have stamina, so we're gonna repeat this with her. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're fine. Another hardwood. Let's just look really quick what I'll get unlocked, because I didn't check real closely. See, nothing in javelin handles yet. 200 pole arms. Nothing there yet. It'll probably take a while to get those. So we'll come to 2-handed swords. We've got our simple warsword blade. That's your default one unlocked. Straight saber's pretty good for damage. I'm looking at my swing cut damage. That's a default 90. That one's not so much. Long warsword blade. That one is 88. Not as much. And it needs fine steel. So straight saber blade is going to be pretty good when we can start getting steel. I don't have that option yet. Just hit random just to get us what we actually have on here. Alright, which guard? 73, 73. This one takes 1 crude iron, raw iron. Let's stick with using the crude iron. No new handles yet. These 2-handed swords are kind of odd. You've got handles that are 1 or 2-handed, and the 2-handed handles. And the weapon damage always shows drastically lower with the ones that are 1 or 2-handed. So. Alright, Western Great Pommel is decent, but it takes steel, which I don't have yet, so we're going to stick with this. Let's make this sword. Gain 7 skill points. Alright, I'm going to unlock some more things. So she actually has a point in smithy. Her capability is up here around plus 60 where she can get to. It's actually pretty good. Sometimes you get heroes with only 2 endurance and nothing in smithy for your companions, and they just take a long time. They're really only good for smelting things early on. Alright, let's come trade this sword and see what else we can get out of here that's going to be worthwhile. So Imperial knives are pretty good. Let's grab those. I think I got all the wood, didn't I? Yeah, I've still got a blacksmith hammer. I've got 462. Let's grab the wood hammers, because I'll get wood from those. Let's grab this pitchfork. 103 left. What do we want to grab? Let's grab a Highland throwing dagger. Only paying 15. I'm okay with that. So we're going to spend quite a while in Varcheg here in my first town, just until we get our smithing up to where we're financially taken care of. I probably want something to eat, since it's not just my main character. Let's grab a fish. That, and before we can really buy horses and that, we're going to have a fair amount of items and resources that we're holding on to. That will make it difficult to travel initially without more horses or more troops. We can pick up more troops. Sea Raiders. I'm tempted to go fight those guys, but I think they might kick my butt right now because I haven't bought anything yet. But only 3 is pretty nice. Alright, smithy. Fine. We're going to work on our things that only take... They give us wood is what we're focusing on first here. Alright, so... what I really need is... I think I want to do the Highland Throwing Dagger. We're going to be down to our last thing we can forge here before we're going to run out of wood. So hopefully I get my smithing up to 25. Once you get efficient charcoal maker, then you can kind of go through everything. But we're going to get stuck at a point here where I'm going to have to leave town unless they get some more wood sold to them overnight. Because I'm going to use up my last charcoal to make this sword. But let's go ahead and we'll go for it. It's alright. Still don't get enough steel for that. Alright, we'll stick with this. We'll stick with what we know. Iron 2. We'll stick with the crude iron. Unless one of these takes the damage way higher. No, that really doesn't. Alright, let's forward to the sword. Okay, so I'm at the point where I can come in here now and in Smithy unlock efficient charcoal maker. And this is really the key to make it to where you don't have to travel around a lot. But I'm out of wood. Don't see any more in here, and it took a little bit too long to get there. So what's our movement speed at right now? We are at 6.9. Okay, I think we can get out of here and get to another town. So the question is, where do we want to go? We can come to Reveal. They've got a town that's giving them grain. Sionin I know is going to have a ton of wood, so that might not be a bad place to go. Let's head there. And avoid the looters along the way. We should be able to outrun them, no problem. If I hadn't picked up a companion, I probably wouldn't worry. I'd just try to find them and get any skills you can. Oh, I didn't check was the arena there. No tournament here going on. Tavern, Ragged. Oh, this guy's a scout. He might not be bad to pick up. But before we can do anything, we are needing wood. Nobody's got wood here. Oh, come on. Alright, well, we'll go to the town where they make it. How about that? There's one here and one there that both produce hardwood. Buy products. Let's see how many I can get before I get overweight here too much to travel very quickly. It's about all I'm going to risk. Even though there's not a whole lot of bandits out yet, you move slow, they will catch you. Alright, Smithy. Start refining some of this charcoal now. And from here on out, we should never have an issue of running out of charcoal again. Let's see, do I have enough to forge stamina to forge another sword? Let's see here. Yes, I do. Okay. And we gained a level. Woo! We're just going to put another focus point in smithing. And got 2,000 gold to play with here. Let's see what we can get for crafting supplies. So I like these Imperial Throwing Daggers. They're generally pretty good for giving resources. Not too expensive, but we're also going to need stuff that gives wood so we don't run out again. So let's go ahead and grab these pitchforks. Let's grab these wood hammers. Nope, can't grab all of them. Other than that, let's just do that many. Alright, we're going to wait here. And hopefully that other scout will still be in the tavern. I'm going to get my funds back up. We'll find out here shortly. No, he left. Alright, not a big deal. Smithy, your job is to smelt. of stamina. That's okay. Oops. Clicked on the wrong spot there. All right, out of stamina. I'm going to wait here another day. So the start's just a little bit boring. This isn't the quickest fast action you can get into, but it's going to get us set up pretty well here before too long to really dictate what we want to do and have control rather than being restrained by not having enough denarii for everything. All right, back to the smithy. Refine. Really a little bit of wood because every once in a while you get stuff that takes it to craft. And it's generally pretty good stuff. Alright, forge. We got a ridge and arrow blade. 76, 69. So this is going to be more damage. That's positive. We're always looking for what's going to be the most damage. And I'm short crude iron, so I need to get something that's going to give me some crude iron, which is usually your cheap garbage. Yeah, oh, that'll do it. It's also a byproduct of smelting stuff to get finer materials, but that gave us quite a bit. So we should be able to get probably 2 swords out of this, I imagine, with the raw iron that is available. So my main character do one. We'll have Rahan do one. And now we're gonna need to buy more stuff. So come trade again here. Maybe that blade wasn't as much as I thought it was. It did something wrong. Those didn't trade for as much as I thought they should have. It's all right. Let's grab a pickaxe. We'll get the rest of these war hammers. Let's grab some throwing blades. That should be good. One more. Okay. See, am I completely out? No, I'm not completely out yet. Yeah, let's do these guys. Get some more raw iron. Alright, let's figure out what is wrong with this sword here. So, swing cut damage 76, 60, 69. That goes up to 74. Goes up to 80. That should be more. So, I'm not quite sure why. That blade was selling for less. Maybe I just sold too many of them in there or something. Alright, I got one more here. Starting to get more parts unlocked. That's always good. And that will let me buy some more garbage. Let's just come to weapons here. Let's grab the sickle. Let's grab these iron pitchforks. Regular pitchforks, why not? 300 left. Let's grab 2 hatchets. And am I out of stamina? I think I'm pretty much out. Yep, all right. Time to wait again. Now sometimes by this point you've already hit an unlucky part or a lucky part and you're good to go. It is, like I said, just a little bit random when you're actually going to get it. Let's just check what we've unlocked here. Nothing with javelins yet. 2-handed polearms. Some of these swing cut damages, like you get a Vogue head, and you get a specific handle, and look at that 187. Those things sell for, you know, ridiculous money. The axes we actually were, let's see here. You can make an axe for 60. That doesn't take a lot of resources, but that's not quite where we want it. So we're gonna stick with 2-handed swords. And if I can start getting some of this steel, we'd be jumping already. We should get to the point where I can start refining steel, though, with just a little bit more skill with my main character, though. So I don't think we're too far off of hitting that point. And we'll just continue to smelt everything we can. forge, and we'll pretty much build that same sword we've been doing all along. Kind of surprised I haven't unlocked any other handles. This one's two-handed, so it cuts my damage down a lot. Or it's one or two-handed. One, let's see, 2 points in smithing, 2. Oh, so close at 49. We're almost there. Alright, let's come trade these guys. Yeah, this blade's worth less, even though it's doing more damage. That's a little bit odd. Not quite what I'd expect. So maybe we'll go back to the other blade. For 2,300, what do we want to grab? Let's grab this sword. And let's grab some of this throwing knives just for more kind of raw mats. There we go. Right, I think I used up all my stamina. I did, so we're going to wait again. Yeah, don't have enough troops to do a lot of these missions yet. Alright, our stamina's back. And I'm gonna have trouble with crude iron this time, I can tell already. I need to get something that'll give me some more crude iron. So trade. Where's your cheap garbage? Did we already buy most of it? Yeah, I think we did. So let's see how many we need for this sword. I'm gonna come back to this sword because for some reason, even though the damage is a little bit lower, they seem to be selling for more. And I just want to know if that's just because of the town that we're in. Let's go ahead and use this one. I think that was, yeah, we've got plenty of wrought iron. So let's go ahead and move to that tier 2. See, 76, 77. Okay, we'll use this guy, 1 more point of damage. The higher tier components, if you can use them, sometimes do also help you get a little bit better money. Don't have steel yet. But as soon as I unlock this guy, yeah, 2 more points, that's what I needed. So now I can steel maker. I can make steel. And I got more focus point in here. So that means I should be able to refine steel now once I get a little more energy. So that's gonna be really big for us because then we can start making some of those better blades. And we should see a pretty good jump. Yeah, that was a big jump there. Just I don't know why that one blade. Usually the more damage sells for more. In this case, it just didn't, and I don't have an explanation as to why not. But now that I can make steel, we can start doing some of those other blades that had pretty high damage, and that's going to make a huge jump in how much money we're going to get and how quick we can progress in our smithing. So it took about 20 minutes to get there. That's a little bit longer than average. Sometimes you get lucky and you can hit this point in 5 or 10 minutes. But I still think it is worth it to get this base down before we start working on our other skills. You know, if they made it changes or you don't want to do smithing, you know, go ahead and ignore that bit. That's just the way I like to play. All right. Two-handed sword. This blade, straight saber. He needs 3 steel. That was 90 damage. We're gonna stick with him. Using raw iron is fine. We want this handle as big as it can be, and you as big as you can be, 101. So this should be significantly better. Let's just see how this comes out. Yeah, again, 16 points. Massive difference. 17 points up to 35. Massive difference. And those should sell for significantly more as well. All right, we can bump up our endurance 1 more time and our smithing 1 more time. So we got our smithing maxed out now. So after this, we can start training the skills for the things we actually want to use when we level up. Let's let's see, we want, yeah, we'll go efficient charcoal maker. Everything else with Rahan I'm going to do towards unlocking parts and being a smelter instead of a refiner, but having 2 people who can do efficient charcoal making is pretty handy. All right, here we go. Sell for 10,000. So now I got an issue of I can sell it for more than they have. So now we can start buying some of these more expensive pieces, which will give us better materials a little bit faster to work with. All right, then we're gonna break even. And we're gonna start having a lot of money. All right, nobody in the tavern yet. Arena, nothing here. So I think just a couple more days and we'll be done here in Sionen. So now that we've kind of hit that break point where we're getting the higher goods items, we will be cruising along really fast. Smelt you, smelt you. Sure, let's do all of those. All right, come back to forge. We're doing my 2-handed sword. Long saber blade's even better than the straight saber we were using before, so that's good. Let's see, 107, 110, 108. Yeah, we're gonna go with this part. The Southern Crown Guard does even more for some reason. It ups your damage even more. But oh, this is a good one. Extra long hide grip. I'm gonna jump my damage up about 10. It's not the best 2-handed handle, but it is a really good one. All right, what do we got here? You are a Chalice Pommel for 1 iron. So 125, 124. Not bad. We'll use him. All right, so this is gonna be 125 cut damage. Forge 1 with you. 15 skill points up to 50. That is beautiful. We need to refine some more steel. I don't know if I'll have enough stamina to make 3 of these, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we do. All right. We're getting tons of stuff unlocked. A lot of skill pretty quick. Let's see. Steelmaker 2, Steelmaker 3, because that's your role. Let's go ahead and bump our athletics. And I'm going to do bow and 2-handed. Get those up a fair amount, and then I'm going to work on charm and steward. So for now, let's go ahead and put 1 in 2-handed. And I like to put 1 point in most of these combat skills just because you're going to use them at some point. And Curious Smelter, because that's your job. All right. We got way more money's worth than they've got in town. My goal for now is to get to where I can make it to the next town unimpeded. All right, that's enough sumpter horses. Starting to have a little bit of a herd penalty. That's okay. Let's see what they have for other gear. We've got enough money now. We can kind of start doing our actual setup the way we're going to want it. And I want to run around on a sumpter horse with this character. Let's see, mounting hunting bow. Let's equip that here. Some light bodkin arrows. We'll change those out when they are available. Helmets, we'll grab that guy. All right, let's make sure I don't get too ahead of myself here. Ranger Mel. Get rid of you. Go with the Fion bracers. And sure, let's get some boots while we're at it. All right, pretty well equipped. Don't have my 2-handed sword yet. We'll get there. It's all right. What are you actually good at in combat? 1-handed, polearm, bow, crossbow, and throwing. I like to leave my companions as horse archers. Let's get you a regular sumpter horse instead of an old sumpter horse. Could have slaughtered that for meat and probably gotten more money. Oh well. Let's see, 15. Is there anything better in here for horses? 15, yeah, it's pretty much the same, so we'll stick with that. We'll grab the wrappings that are here, and this will be just a process of going from town to town and changing out gear and getting the best available. Just a nice mail. Wolf helmet, why not? Just going with the best available. And sure, we'll grab him out hunting bow. I'll have to look for those arrows later, and we might give her a shield. She's gonna run around with the one-handed later on. All right, I'm gonna have to pay 8 grand. I have it. If I get another two-handed sword, I'm gonna be over what I can buy. So I think we're going to just go with that. All right, with that, we're going to head out somewhere else. Slow down a little bit. I might run into bandits. That would be unfortunate, but we'll deal with it if we do. Now for this playthrough, I think eventually I'm going to join Sturgia just as a vassal or merchant. Crap, these guys are going to capture me. How much do you want from my life? 3,000 gold? Oh, that's terrible, but oh well. We'll get you back. Mark my words. Army of Poachers, I usually like that quest. And now that I've got money, I also like to bribe to get into these places. Into the keeps. Works on your roguery a little bit. There's a tournament going on here. Alright, let's try the tournament. I'm not going to bet on it. Just because we're at the point where money doesn't matter. But we're going to start working some of our combat skills. Alright, I'll let this guy get up to where I'm trying to hit my archer, and we're just going to hit you in the back of the head. So the AI is... We put it on challenging difficulty, but once you figure them out, a lot of times you can take out most opponents even with absolutely no skill whatsoever. Like, why are you standing there with a bow trying to shoot when smacking you in the face? Doesn't make any sense. That's what you're doing. And I've got like no athletics and no weapon skills yet. You can see how painfully slow everything is. Alright, we're going to try to take out... Ooh, airborne shot. Ah, that one hit the horse. Crap, we're in trouble. Ooh, that was lucky. Alright, we're gonna make it through this first round here. A little bit of luck. Actually, this is the second round, isn't it? Got him. Skip that. Alright. This gets easier once you get enough weapon skill to shield bash. Sometimes when you're fighting the lords have a really high athletics and sword skills, they just swing so fast that even if you bash them, they're going to recover before you can do much. That's okay. He's got a higher weapon skill than I do. I'm just, dependent on turning the mouse to get that weapon swing fast enough to compensate for how slow your character's doing it to, beat him to the punch. That's really the trick for winning a lot of these combats, is using your mouse to rotate your weapon, dodging out of the ways of their blows when they do come. Let's see, do you have better shoulders here for me? That's 13.6. Yeah, we'll go with these. Why not? Alright, these people have enough money. I can pretty much just trade away to start with and start looking for things to smelt. So the cataphract lances are pretty good. I'm gonna start with the expensive stuff. Wonder Star's pretty good. We'll grab this. We're just grabbing everything that's expensive because it's gonna give us decent materials. Sure, why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, we'll grab these guys as well. Alright, still gonna get like 30,000 out of them. Tavern. I really want a scout or a medic for my next hero, or my next companion. Let's see, I think yeah. So we're gonna wait here. So losing my companion had the crafting there. If I lost to those Sea Raiders, it would have been a little bit painful. A little bit later on, we'll be able to take them out, no problem. Even with just a handful of companions, but not quite there yet. All right, let's refine a little bit of this. Rahan is my smelter. Let's go for the big ticket items. They also get pretty good experience for smelting stuff with the higher cost of damage weapons. Alright, let's go willy-nilly and smelt everything else here. Back to me, main character. Smelt. Refine a little bit. Alright, forge. Did we get anything in here yet? 61, 70. Yeah, we need a little bit better javelin head. The stick is fine, although the other ones are generally better, but there's a couple javelin heads that are really good. The narrow Benevolence pretty good. The harpoon head is ridiculous. This one is the most damage by far, but it takes some pretty good materials to do. Let's see, two-handed polearm. Take anything in here lucky unlocked yet? Not what I am looking for. Two-handed axe, 91 damage. So if I make this as big as possible, and you 93. Well, we're getting closer on the two-handed axes. I actually like wielding two-handed axes if you can get like this guy or that one unlocked over two-handed swords, just because they cleave through everybody. It's kind of funny. All right, we'll stick with the two-handed swords. Let's see. This was our lucky blade, the long saber blade, big as can be. That was our best handguard. This is our best handle for now. Yeah, where it's one and two-handed, it just tanks the damage to where the money isn't worth as much. So this one's decent. That one takes a steel. Let's see, 120 base versus 123. So this is actually more damage. This one might uses more steel though. Might sell for a little bit more, but all right. And the wood pommel is actually really good. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be a lot more damage than 21.5. Yeah, than what we were getting before. So 132 damage. Let's see, one. Let me refine one more steel just to make sure I can do two more of those. All right, not real important. Yeah, 20,000. So again, we're trading for really good stuff now. All right. My character, unlock next perk. Let's get Practical Refiner. One more point here. Sure, let's put a point in bow. And Rahan's not quite there yet, but we're going to have her be next. All right, Pugios are really good. They give you a lot of resources, so I like grabbing those. Grab that guy. Imperial Throwing Knives are pretty decent. I've got a little bit of hardwood here. Actually, a lot of hardwood. Do I need that much? I don't need that much. All right, what do you have for other gear? 32 helmet. That's better for Rahan. The straps are better than this one. Leather armor, is that better than Ranger? Not going to be better than Ranger. What did you have? Heavy mail, probably not better than that. Nope. Best armor for the moment. Lordly padded mittens are pretty much what we're using. Town boots, It's a little bit better harness, not much. So we've already kind of gone through early game what's going to be available here for good gear, and that's fine. Did the people in the tavern change yet? No. All right, let's wait. We aren't going to stick around here too much longer before we head out to the next town again. And now refining is going to be dirt cheap, which is always nice. See, smelt. See, the Pugio gives you like one of all the resources and they're dirt cheap, so I love buying those whenever they are available. Refine. Now we want to do. let's see, that's going to be 6 swords. That's probably about all I'm going to be able to get right now for stamina. Alright, two-handed sword. Rinse and repeat. Now, when I'm making a two-handed sword I'm actually going to use, I'm not just looking for max damage, I'm actually looking for length and swing speed. Those are going to matter to me in actual combat. 9 skill points, 7 skill points. Alright, so forging, these swords are taking this kind of stuff, so I can probably ditch. Let's see what I need to do to get under my weight. Let's do this. Let's recruit just some generic troops. Well, apparently not. Alright, we'll just recruit these watchmen. Why not? And I'll make it to where we can have a few more horses without a speed penalty. And just our luck, there are none here to buy. Alright, well, we're going to grab a two-handed sword in case we got to fight before we get anywhere. Let's work on these weapons. Let's see. Steep bow is probably more speed like that. You got no arrows here. Should I do crossbow? Let's do crossbow. Why not? Alright, so we're going to come in here and I'm going to come into my party and I'm going to assign Rahan as a horse archer. Alright, I guess same is going to save for me. We're not going to save scum at all in this game. Whatever happens, kind of happens. But we've got a little bit further to go. And then let's go fight some looters. If I can catch them. I don't know if I can catch them. See, they're moving at... What are they moving at? Oh, we're starving. Never mind. Go get some food. People won't hang around if they have nothing to eat. Hawk cannot see for crap. Alright, trade. Fine, people. Fine, we'll give you some food. 1, 2, let's get a variety of things so we start working on that steward skill. Because that's how you do it. Having a variety of food in stock. Alright, and as long as we're here, let's go ahead and run through our shopping. So those horses don't greatly improve your carrying capacity. They'll improve it a little bit, but not lots and lots. I'm going to buy everything over 1,000 for smelting. That one's close enough. We'll pretend like he was. Same with that guy. Alright. Imperial throwing knives. I like those. Plenty of hardwood here. We'll buy some. Let's see, 26 helmet. Not better than what we got. 06 shoulders. Not better than what we got. Not a lot of upgrades here. Leather armor. C22. Not better than what we got. And you don't have jack elves. How about civilian clothes? We can upgrade those a little bit. It's cold. Let's grab a hat. Why not? Alright, I can trade you and we'll stick with that. Alright, let's wait here. I got hurt when I was hungry. Score merchant caravan, rival gang. I don't like rival gang. It seems to be hit and miss if you've got enough the right troops to handle the situation. Alright, smithy. Here we go. Refine, refine, refine. Smelt down all the good stuff that we just bought. let's make a sword for me to actually use. Let's see, this has let's see, 105 on the weapon reach, 103 swing speed. It actually has a pretty good swing speed, that sword does, as is. Maybe we'll just go ahead and stick with the defaults for my sword we're going to use. Let's get one more steel. And we're going to label this one. It's all right. In vigor or control, let's increase our vigor. If I look at the one I had on here versus the one I made, it's going to look a little bit worse because the swing cut damage is a little bit lower, but the swing speed is so much higher, and that's really important for me early on. So we're going to go with that. And just double checking if I unlocked anything else here yet. Bardiche head, that one's actually pretty good. You know what, I might roll with an axe. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with an axe. I want you. Frosty Chopper, there we go. Not a civilian sword, that's alright. Alright, so what do I want to do now? I want to see if I can up my speed by buying some horses here without getting a herd penalty. So I'm just going to kind of watch my speed. 5.4, 5.5, 5.8. Okay, I kind of hit the point there where I'm not really going up anymore. 5.9 looks like my max, so we're going to stick with that. And we'll save just for the fun of it. Let's see, there wasn't anything in the arena, right? Oh, there's a tournament. All right, let's do another tournament. A lot of these tournaments have spears, which are... Oh, man. Terrible weapons in the game. Historically, they're great, but in the game, they're terrible. You see that? Circle left around everybody, works miracles. It used to be circling right was the way, because anyone with the shield had a hard time getting around it, but that was kind of fixed. I'm terrible with the bow. I'm probably more helpful with the sword or an axe. Alright. Guy on a horse and a guy with a bow against a guy on a horse. We should win this one. Doesn't mean we will. These things just take so long to load, and their aiming is all over the place. I hate the early bows and the bows in the arena. They're terrible. Having said that, that's kind of what I won with last time. Alright. Let's see, practice on your head. Oh, almost got him. It used to be that would give you experience to have friendly fire. I think that was changed with one of the recent patches. Alright, axe. Let's see. Am I going to be able to get around you? Yep, get around you. Almost swing like a madman. Boom. There we go. Sturgian Veteran Bowman's down. They're a guy with no skill. Oh, we got a little bit of armor. Still don't have much in levels, so we don't have a lot of hit points yet. But alright, spears. Spear to spear combat. This is going to be the same strategy. You're just going to try to run it through his head like you're popping a pimple. That's the secret to spears. Back up. Charge in. There we go. Got a point in athletics. Athletics really takes off once you get fast enough where you can outrun bandits in armor, which is going to be like 75-ish. Then it gets pretty easy to train after that, as well as a lot of your two-handed weapons. It's a little bit painful to get to that point, but well worth it once you do. Kind of a trash helmet. We're going to trade it. Let's see, there's still no one else in the trash. Yeah, there's just this guy, the Hawk. Yeah. All right, so we're going to work on our next town, and we're going to try to take out some bandits as well with our watchman guy here. This could end horribly. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to run up here and see if I can take any guys out with this bow first, and then we'll have the rest of the troops run in with me, and I'll go swing with my axe. See how many of them we can get routed here. Let's see, they should be coming over the hill here in just a second. There they are. It's so painful to get these skills started. And then you hit a point, just kind of like with crafting, all the skills are kind of like that. You hit a point where they take off after a while. Alright, same thing, just going to try to circle left, and they're running for their lives. Alright, we got a little bit of skills there with two-handed and athletics. Let's see if we can get some more bow skills. Once you can actually catch up to these guys, that's where it gets really easy to start training your weapons. Horse makes it easier because you can keep up with them, but I just don't like horses. I don't know. With a good pole arm, you can do some damage on a horse by yourself, but... Alright, good enough. Got some skills, didn't get hit too hard. Got some renown, some moral. Yeah, I like peasants. They're cheap to maintain. And they do get better with practice. Alright, weight capacity. We have got some, let's see, wood, food, and I don't care about the rest. Now, if I was going to do a trading run, where I was working on trading, what I would do is go down and buy a bunch of the Assyrian horses, and then come up here and sell them, and like one big load of that will bump your trading up high enough that then you can start actually seeing your prices on things. And then it's easy to just go from town to town and work on trading. It's a bit of a grind, but it does work. Till the fish can scout. Alright, here we go. Alright, so if I come to my clan, we're going to give you the role of scout. I'll say I'm quartermaster, why not? Ransom my prisoners. No tournament going on. Alright, trade. What do we have here? That's a pretty good sword. Let's grab everything that's... Again, everything that's over about 1,000 we're going to grab to smelt. So there's a fair amount of it here. But we should be able to cover the cost with our crafted swords, no problem. Okay, and then fish harpoons. Yeah, let's do those, why not? Alright, till the fish, what are you good at? You are one-handed and throwing. Alright, I'm going to go with crossbow for you too then. We're going to go kind of the same loadout. Crossbow, we'll stick you on a horse. Like it or not. Alright, these are similar gauntlets, better boots. That's some good armor. Some really good armor. Am I going to be able to afford it? I think I will be able to. So what, that's 493,000. No, I can't afford that one yet. That means we just have some crafting work here to do because I want that armor for my guy. You'll have to settle with this. Sorry, bud. What else we got here? Lamar Pauldrons, 16.6. Yeah, I'm getting those. You can have my fine tournament winnings. That's a pretty good helmet too. At 47. And again, I'm not quite going to be able to afford that, but it gives me something to work to here with my crafting, and that's alright, because now they've got 3 people working on it as well. It's going to go a little bit faster. Let's sell this guy, and we'll be good there. Alright, smithy. Let's just go ahead and smelt a couple things in here. Gained a level. One thing I want to do is check out my fish guy. Tell the fish, he's got a focus point in smithing, so he'll be able to progress. That's good. It's always a question with your new heroes because you don't always know what they're gonna have exactly. Let's see, nothing with javelins yet. Pole arms. None of the swinging ones that give crazy damage. Two-handed axes are really close to being worth it. They're really, really close. How much swing cut damage can I get? 125. Yeah, I think it's doing better with the swords, right? Let's go back to two-handed sword. You. Some of these other blades get ridiculous, like this pointed falchion blade. If you can get that guy, or even the star falchion ones, they don't take jack for materials and are nasty. Okay, Mr. Fish. 34 points. 10 points. Let's see if I can bump you up for your training rate. No, not yet. Alright, Fish and Charcoal Maker. Oh, I had a focus point. What do we want to put it in? Let's go. Let's put it in Charm. No. Well, yeah. We'll do that for now. I'll do Stewart next. Just waiting for stamina recharge. Alright. Let's refine some charcoals. Let's start smelting more of our junk. Make sure we don't smelt the swords we actually want to sell. Gold edge checks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's refine more of that steel. So that's 3 more, 4 more. 21. Okay, let's see how many swords we can make. Not one-handed, two-handed, please. You. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Alright. Fish gain 3 skill points. Alright, so Fish Boy went up. Yeah, we'll leave the main character as everyone doing our resources. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. I might have enough. 1,000. I don't think I've got enough to get that armor yet. Alright, that was pretty pricey. Yeah, 400,000. I'm a ways off that still. So we still need to unlock something that's going to bump up how quick we're getting cash for too long. I feel like we're just right on the cusp of getting something really good there unlocked. We got a fair amount of materials here to work with. We'll just run through what we've got here, spend a couple more days, and see how it goes. And make sure we keep those peasants fed. Steel, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, that should make quite a few more swords. I can feel it. We're going to get a lucky part here unlocked pretty soon for one of these other options to start getting even more cash. 1, get into the level. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Out of wood. Okay. That's fine. We can get more wood. Smithing. What are we getting here? We're going to do our trade penalty. Like, this one's nice because you can craft tons of things, but the trade penalty is going to be big because we're mostly doing this for cash at this point. So why not get the most out of it? And I wanted to bump up my steward, I said. Alright, your focus is going up. Curious Smith learn stuff even faster. Alright. I'm getting more for these weapons now, so I really should be able to buy this armor I want. Let's do that and then see what we got left over. So I want you for my helmet. And I want you for my armor. And we'll do the hand-me-downs, next best for everybody. There are 2 sets of that here? Holy cow. Okay, let's see where we're coming out financially, if I can afford another set yet. I can't even do 1 yet. All right. But having 2, I didn't realize that. That's cool. That's cool. That's good news. Okay, so we are going to instead just work on... Give me everything that's going to give me wood. I'm grabbing stuff that isn't going to give me wood too. That's all right. So yeah, it's a lot of crap. It's going to take a while to smelt all this, but that's all right. Let's see, I want to come out as close to 44 as possible. So if we do this guy and this guy, all right, that's pretty good. And then we wait again. All right, so this is our first hour-long episode. I'm going to try to break these up into chunks this amount. So we're going to take a quick break here and get ready to restart.